Well, hey everybody, how you doing? Glad you could come back and see me again. It has been a while, and it's been winters, and I don't ice fish, but I do sit here and dream about getting the boat out all the time. And I just at my local fleet farm and pick up some more flicker shads and get them put away here. I thought I'd brief you on what's going on. Well, I've been a little laid up. I had some surgery on my thumb because I snapped both tendons in here. So it's going to be a little while yet before I can get out and go fishing. But doesn't mean I can't work on projects, right? As long as I'm careful. So what I've done so far is I've installed a new power port into my dash unit, and it happened to be right where the wires that go to the Humminbird come through. I actually could fit this plug right in there and wire it up, put some power to it, and it works. It's going to work great for me. I'm going to have to be a little careful about getting it wet, but if it goes bad, easy replacement. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to install some new or a couple more Stealth rod holders, or actually just the bases. I got these bases. These work fantastic for me on top here. I have one obviously right here too. The problem is when I have my grandkids along and my Bimini on the boat, it makes these two up here pretty much useless because I got all kinds of bracketing right here. So that I can use, if I have, there's 3 of us in the boat, I can use 6 rods in Minnesota. So I'm going to install some base units or flush mount units into my front because I didn't want to have a trip hazard in the front of the boat. So we're going to go through the process of installing that today. And we'll go step by. I'm going to do one to kind of learn how to do it. I kind of know how to do it, but then I'll take you through the second one, and that way it looks a little more clean. At least I'm honest about it. So here we go. So I don't know if you could make it out right there is where I put that power port, and that will power my camera. If I can find it, there it is. That'll power the camera up there and charge my phone if necessary. So that'll be a handy tool. Alright, so other things I was doing while I was off, or while I've been off, is putting a little eye candy on the Toyota. And so as you can see, I added the Alumacraft on the back window. I added a really cool Yamaha sticker that I found. Looks like tearing open metal, even though it's on glass. I have a couple more coming. Not really sponsored by anybody, it was just kind of fun to have them on there. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to install this Stealth flush mount holder. I know this works with other brands, but I'm trying to stay with the Stealth brand. The label that this came with actually has a pattern for me to use, so I had less guessing that way. This is an 1.5 inch hole, and so I need to get a hole saw, and that's what's I'm going to use to drill this down. Now, where do I locate it? I was thinking about locating it here. However, the problem with that is when I have my Bimini on, the strap comes down and anchors to this cleat. I could change the way it anchors, but this really is a nice solid solution. They do make a clip that I could screw into my vinyl, but that makes me nervous screwing anything into vinyl, especially when it sits takes that kind of abuse when you're going across the lake. So anyways, my next solution would be in front of this cleat somewhere. There is a bracket or a brace. Me trying to do this without wrong hand. There's a brace that runs right about here. and it's about 4 inches long. So I'm going to split the difference in front of this cleat and put it right there. Now there's also some wires that run up through here, so I have to make sure that I get them out, down and out of the way before I start drilling holes so I don't hit those wires. So what I'm going to, my game plan here is to do one of these ahead of time so that you guys can, so I can go back to the other side and go through it with you guys so we are all on the same page and it looks, alright, I'll be honest, it's cleaner. So it's going to take me a while to do this. So it's going to be a while for me, but for you it'll be moments. So here we go. Alright, holes drilled. Fits in there nice. I think I'm going to take and get my holder, the hole inserter, the rod holder, and I can't decide if I want it to lock in which way here. So let me check this out. Okay, so let me see here. So well, I think I'm going to turn it around this way, simply because what I'm looking at is the way this drops in, opposite way here, and when I spin it around, I do not want any chance of it coming out of the base. And if I put it the other way, I am fearful that if I have it straight out, yeah, I need to turn it around so that there's a little tab in there. Let's see if I can show it to you. There's a little tab in there that this little slot goes through. And what I need to do, I don't want that, I want that towards the bow. So that way this cannot come out if it spins anyway. It has to be installed backwards to come out. Alright, that being said, I went and got, this is 1 inch thick here with probably 3/4 of a piece, inch plywood. So that's plenty thick. I was thinking about putting a backer on this, but 3/4 of an inch piece of plywood, that should be just fine. So now I need to drill 4 holes, and what I decided to do, I'm not going to use screws. I'm going to put a Phillips headed, obviously I took my brace off. I'm going to use Phillips headed bolts, and with a lock nut and a washer in each of these holes, and that'll hold it just fine. So let's get this started. Okay, mark the holes. Okay, these are 1/4 inch by inch and 1.5. So I need a 1/4 inch bit. I've marked the spots. Make sure I go straight down. I'm going to start slow because I don't want to be tearing up my rug or my carpet. So I just want to make sure that I don't catch it with the drill bit. So I'm going to take my time starting it here. And personal preference here for the cap here, I'm going to put it towards the inside of the boat so that it is out of the way. Alright, 7/16 socket. Now I'm just going to tighten everything up. So, there's the install. Hopefully it doesn't continue to pop out. Okay, I discovered something when I went to tidy up the other side. The knobby that's inside here, on the right side of the boat, which is starboard I believe, I have the knobby facing the bow. That way my rod, the actual holder, goes in backwards and it completely spins around. That way there's no chance of it popping out. Well, on the other side, it has to be facing to the rear of the boat, on the port side, if I've got my ports and starboards right. So pay attention to that when you're installing. So basically it's a fairly easy install. I mean, just have to be careful what's underneath. Use your head, no big deal there. So I'm going to tidy up the other side and make sure all the bolts are tight. And now this will install so it goes in the back, goes in backwards, spins around, and there's no chance for it to come out of the holder. So anyways, that's what I got, and I like it. I don't know how much I'm going to use these front ones, but I'm thinking maybe when I got the Bimini up and I got extra kids with me, I can go ahead and put out a couple more rods trolling. Well, thanks for joining me today. I enjoyed showing you guys this stuff, and please hit the like and share button, and if you're so inclined to follow me, if you find my content good, please subscribe. Just hit that little button down in the corner there and it'll take you right to subscribe. Easy peasy. Well, till that, hopefully next time we get together, it's fishing time. Boy, it's 50 degrees outside. I saw a guy at the bait shop there up at Ace Hardware here in town getting some bait, and I said I'm jealous. Have fun. Do what you like to do. Get out and enjoy the weather. We'll talk to you soon.